it's a much more highly qualified lead that you're going to be working with. So, Stephen, let's just jump into it. Maybe, and you'll correct me if I'm wrong, brother, but maybe we can start with the lead magnet to show them what that is.
Yeah. So essentially, when you're running an ad, you have a lead magnet. The lead magnet is the media, right? So that's whether it's going to be an image or a video. Videos are king. I think we all know that. But we're going to, for this case study, we'll just run a simple graphic that I'll show you here. And let me know if you guys can see my screen.
I'm good. I think everybody, okay. Love the thumbs up. Thank you, guys.
Okay, great. So this is the home buyer's guide ad that we're going to run. Okay. Let me just pull this to the side. And let me know if you can't hear me or you can't see me. Let me know if it's slow down if I have to.
And then, I'm just going to pipe in here for 2 seconds here, Stephen. In terms of the actual guide that I built, so the actual home buyer's guide, can we just show them that actual guide as well, brother? I know that's the image, which is awesome. And then maybe we can, I just want to talk about that for a minute, how I got this guide designed for everyone. Everyone here is going to get an email with this guide. And remember, you have to change where it said Toronto. And here's the guide. Home buyer's guide. Oh, 1 sec.
1 second, sorry.
That's okay, buddy. Perfect. Home buyer's guide, navigating Toronto's real estate market. This is where you're going to change it to say navigating Surrey's real estate market. You could see inside, it says, congratulations on taking the first step towards home ownership in the vibrant X area. So you do need to do a little bit of work here, guys. Like, I'm talking very little, okay? Because the guide has been written for you. The team and I took, we took the 45 minutes to an hour. I'm not going to tell you it took me 10 hours. It also didn't take me 45 seconds and the team to do this. But just so everybody knows, where did we get this done with? You've heard us speak about AI. We've done this through ChatGPT, okay? This is not all things buying in the GTA or buying real estate. But as you can tell, here's the Stephen just showed the prompt on ChatGPT. But
can you show that prompt again? Sorry to interrupt.
100%, Dion. Stephen, can we share this with them somehow? I don't know. Is that what you're doing, brother? You're
yeah.
Okay, we're going to share that for you, okay?
Perfect.
So essentially all of this text is on this document here. So we'll share this document with you guys. Okay. I'll just add the top part.
And Dion, if you want more prompts, like for ChatGPT, just ask for it in the private online community, brother. Okay.
Yeah, we'll share all of these.
Like, just so everybody knows, and I just want to remind everyone, our private online community is overwatched by like all the coaches. Like, you guys see how much I'm on social media. I care more about the private online community because you guys pay for it. Cool. Like, we are on top of that all the time. It's way more important than my social media, period. So please ask for stuff there.
Cool.
Okay, awesome. So guys, what you're seeing here, this home buyer's guide, this is what is called a lead magnet, meaning we're going to put this on Facebook. We want people to click the ad and say, I want that guide. I want that guide. When they click it, Stephen's going to show you how this all works. But in layman's terms, when somebody clicks it, they need to get the guide. And that automatically happens. They're going to get a PDF version of the actual guide, this being that guide. I just want to make sure it's spelled out for everyone.
Got it. Okay, so let's jump in. Let's actually build the ad. Okay,
you're gonna run the ad.
So essentially, great. Let's run the ad. So essentially, what you need, and we won't go too far back, but you need an Instagram account, which is professional or business account. You need a Facebook fan page as well as a Facebook business page. Okay. Again, you guys can reach out. We can help you build or set up all of those. But essentially, we're using Jazz's account right here. This is a Facebook manager account. This is where we run all the ads. It's attached to Jazz's Instagram business account. Okay, so that's when you guys see the Instagram ads, you'll see Jazz's icon. It's ran through his Instagram business account. Okay?
I liked you before. I like you even more because as I'm seeing, you're not spending that much of my money. I see 55, 65, 189. All right, you're not spending that much.
Well, we're trying to get the most leads for the least amount of money. That's the name of the game, right? Okay, so let's create an ad here. Again, if you go through the process, you'll see choose a campaign. What we're looking to do is we're looking to drive leads. I'm looking for engagement. I'm not looking for website traffic. Awareness, I think that will come with, running the ads essentially. So choose your objective properly, right? And our objective today is to generate leads. We want leads to click on this ad, register, and enter our atmosphere, okay? So let's name this ad. We'll call this Buyer's Guide. Is it the Buyer's Guide? What do we call this, Jazzy? Home Buyer's Guide. Okay. Home Buyer's Guide. And there's three parts, right? So high level, there's a campaign, which is pretty much, it houses all the different types of ads if you're going to run multiple ads within the campaign. So we'll call this the complete ad. In the ad is an ad set, right? So we're going to be running this ad in Toronto, but say we're running this ad entirely for Canada. We can do an Ontario specific ad. We can do a Nova Scotia specific ad. We can do a British Columbia specific ad, right? So we'll just do a Toronto ad here. We're going to run this ad in Toronto, and then we're going to say this is not, we're not running a video, so we're going to run an image. So I'll call this an image ad. Okay. This is high level how you set up the ad, the first part of the ads. They have recommendations, and if you're new to this, go down the recommendation route, but I like to set my ads up manually. There's a few kind of steps that I take to make sure that it's optimized properly. So we'll do this on a manual set, and then we'll go through the actual steps here. So, right, campaign name, we went through there, special ads category, right? So this ad is going to be for, it's not credit, it's not employment. You got to choose the right ads properly, because Facebook will flag you if you're running an ad to employment, but it's talking about nonprofits, right? So be specific with what we're running. We're running a housing ad. It's real estate, essentially, okay? We're running this ad entirely in Canada, but we'll choose in the Toronto area, we'll choose the actual specific city, but high level, we're running this ad in Canada, okay? Auction type, I won't go too much into that. Leads is exactly what we're looking for. The objective, we did that in the first part, and then we'll hit save next. All right, so if we have a landing page, this is where you direct, when people hit that button that says sign up or learn more or contact us, that button needs to go somewhere, right? So I'm sure most of you have either seen one of our ads where you click that sign up, and you see a first name, last name, email address, phone number, contact field. That's essentially the easiest way to get a lead, right? If you have a website, then you're directing them to the website. They have to go through the website, then they have to decide whether or not they want to actually sign up. You want to remove that friction, right? So just give them an instant form. They can click on that ad, sign up automatically, which is great in Facebook and Instagram, because it pre-populates the first name, last name, email address, and phone number. I'm sure most of us have clicked on some sort of ads in our time, right? So we'll go with instant forms. Again, this is going to be ran through Jazz's Facebook page. Again, it's a business page, right? They won't, if it's a personal page, they won't allow you to even have an ads manager account. So you want to make sure that page is a business page. Also, if you click on, actually, we'll do that in the next step. The performance goal is we want to maximize the number of leads for our budget. So again, I'm going to do about $20 a day. We want to get the most leads for that $20, right? Again, if you have a bigger budget, you can, span it out, $50 a day, $100 a day, but we're going to stick with the 20. We want to maximize the number of leads within that $20. Okay. Cost per lead. You can leave this empty because Meta will optimize and try to get you the most leads for your budget. But if you want to bid for a position, or you want to bid for a certain location, you can say spend up to $5 per lead. That's the max I want to spend to acquire this new lead, right? Essentially what that's doing is it's competing with the next guy or the next girl that's competing with the same kind of ad, a buyer's guide within Toronto. If they're bidding $2, then we're telling Facebook that we have a $5 budget per this lead. And if that person's bidding $2, we will bid $2.50 or bid $3. Automatically Facebook will spend your budget. So we leave it empty, but you can tell them I don't want to spend more than $3 a lead. On average, you get a lead for under $3, you're doing really well. Okay. But for this case, I'm going to keep it empty for now. Our budget, we'll do $20 a day. We'll start it on November 22nd today, and we'll run it until we end it. So I won't even put an end date. Okay. Audience. It's a broad ad, so we can get super specific on our audience. You can upload a list if you guys have a contact list in your CRM. If you have, a list of 100 people, we can definitely upload them into your custom audience field. That way, the ad will be ran to everybody, but also a lookalike field or a lookalike audience to the 100, leads that you import if you choose to do so. But if you don't have a lead list, then I'll keep this empty. That way, Facebook will just run it across Toronto and optimize based off of the click rates, based off of people that click on the ads specifically, or show some sort of action with Jazz in the past, or any sort of webinar that we've ran, or any other past ads that we've ran in the past, right? So I'd keep that custom audience empty. The location is here, so this is where we want to get specific on. So again, we're running this in Canada, but let's do Toronto. Let's get specific. We'll run this in Toronto. Browse. Actually, let's get rid of Canada and let's search just Toronto. Okay. So this is it gives you a radius, and we can drop a pin. Again, you can see on the map here, the highest density of population is, obviously in this area too. We can have this go as far as, I think, 50 clicks or so, right? Or we can actually drop a pin and be specific as to where we want to run this ad. Jazz, do you want to run it in Toronto? Or do you want to go a little more out? Maybe London, maybe up to Barrie, Owen Sounds, or just keep it specific in the GTA?
Keep it specific for me, brother. I want to go, like, in fact, just for giggles, let's go. Do me a favor. Only do, if this is easy for you to do right now, Stephen, give me like the downtown core. That's all I want.
Okay.
So if I can give you a quick, I'm watching what you're doing. So keep going. Yeah, I want to see how this works. Go. Smaller. Because I don't know what your actual pinpoint it is. It looks like it's almost a friggin' CN Tower or something.
Yeah, just about.
Go even closer in, buddy. Go. You have 19 miles there. Go.
15 is the lowest.
Oh, go 15. Leave it. I apologize.
Right. And again, we can drop multiple pins. So we can do, a pin here in Toronto. We can do another pin here in Oshawa if we choose to.
Okay.
Let's do Durham.
Look, because I'm curious to see how many leads we're going to get, because I want to update everybody in a couple of weeks, right after we run ours as well. And
these numbers here are great, but I rarely go by this number. You'll see the actual leads come in based off of the ads. This is always good just for a ballpark, but it's never really accurate, right? Okay, so let's move on. We'll do Toronto, we'll do Oshawa, or you want to get rid of it? We'll just do Toronto for now.
Yes, please.
Let's just keep it super focused. Toronto, I'm gonna go up to 20, Jazzy.
I'm not gonna.
Okay. I'm gonna go with 20 here. Language, we can have all languages, or we can do just French, or we can do just English, right? So all languages, let's keep it there. Detail targeting, we'll keep that options unchecked for now, and let's go to next. Here's where the magic happens. Okay, so again, as I mentioned, we need a Facebook page, business page. We need also an Instagram account, business account specifically. Okay, so we have Jazz's already tied.
Stephen, do you need an Instagram business page, or can it just be on? Could you just run this on Facebook, or automatically Meta makes you run it on Instagram as well? I'm just curious.
No, you can run this just on Facebook if you choose to.
But you're gonna run this one for me on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you.
Yes, let's get the best return for our money. Okay, so we're not going to do a carousel. Again, we can do a single image or a video. We're going to do one image, the image I showed you guys earlier. And here's where we'll replace that. Let's get rid of all of those, and let's add our new image. Home buyers. All right, we're uploaded. And here's where we want to crop, right? For this instant, I'm just going to use the original, but what I would recommend you guys do is have a second version that's optimized for the stories, right? So essentially that's going to be 1080 pixels by 1920 pixels. And if you flip it, if you rotate it, it's the same as a YouTube thumbnail. This is just vertical. A YouTube thumbnail horizontally is 1920 across by 1080 down, right? So essentially, we're going to use the square, the 1080 by 1080 for now. But I would recommend that you guys do a 1080 by 1920 version of this image, just so it'll optimize properly for the stories on Instagram and the stories on Facebook as well, right? So keep that in mind. We'll just crop this just so it's nice and centered. Apply. And essentially, that's the graphic for our ads for now, okay? Next step is to add the copy. We'll pop over to our home buyer's guide. Actually, our ChatGPT, we have our ad copy already pre-populated. Where are we, Jazz? Somewhere in here, right? Oh, you know what I could do? How about I just show you guys? Let's do.
Steven, I WhatsApped it to you, brother.
Okay, perfect.
Go to Jazz and go to that one right there. That's the prompt. That's the actual copy that I wanted you to use. No. Oh, sorry. No, create me a buyer. No. Go right to the bottom, buddy. I apologize. Right to the bottom. Let's use the one that I did because I want these guys to use the same one in their area. Keep going. Oh, shoot. Where did it go? Go down again, brother. Not why down. No, as a new homer. No, that's not it. That's the conclusion. Scroll all the way to the bottom because I know I sent it to you.
I'm at the bottom. This is going up now.
Okay. Stop here. Okay. Can you do me a favor? Are you in ChatGPT, Steven?
Yeah, let's do it.
Can you do me a favor and prompt this? Guys, watch how quick this is, okay? Okay, so write this, Steven. In a following prompt, I'm going to ask you to give me copy for an ad I'm running. Do you understand me? Just ask it that. Guys, you got to speak to ChatGPT like a person, okay? It's very important. I'm not in ChatGPT for 10, 15 hours now. I'm 50 to 100 hours. I've used ChatGPT, okay? I'm not by any means an expert at it, but I can tell you I'm coming to you with data. Certainly, I'd be happy to help you create an ad. Ray. Great. Okay. So now write me copy for the ad that I'm running on Facebook for a guide for Toronto home buyers. A guide in Toronto for Facebook. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Ad.
Description.
Steven's on this.
Description. Write me 5. I'll do 5. Let's pick the best ones.
Okay. Certainly, blower 5. Ray. Okay. Unlock your dream home in Toronto, guys. Like, in all honesty, don't like you don't need to fill up my ego cup, but give a thumbs up if you think this is cool. Like this, just ChatGPT. Like it's an ad writer,
right? So let's pick one. Let's pick a best one. Navigate Toronto real estate scene.
No, Toronto ad copy 2. Toronto home buying made easy.
Which one? Number 2.
Ad copy 2.
Okay, so let's grab that. Let's go back to our ads, guys. All right, so our image is good. We're optimized 4 out of 4. Great. Here's our primary text. Okay, our headline is that title that we had here: Toronto home buying made easy. Okay, and we can add another one here. Let's add a couple of them because what's going to happen is Meta will rotate the ones and just to figure out, like, there's a learning phase, right? Within the first 48 hours, it rotates the ads to figure out which ones get the best clicks. So the more variations of your headline, the better, right? I usually try to they give you 5 slots. I try to give them 5 different headlines. Let Meta pick the best ones for you. That's what it's here for, right? Let's do something more specific, which is download the guide. Download your free guide here. Okay, and we'll do one more. Explore neighbors, embark on Toronto guides, essentials, homebuyer guides is your essential content. Card the heads. Unlock your dreams. Did I do that one already? Unlock. Jazz freestyle. Give me a good one.
You cut out on my end, buddy. What did you say?
Said freestyle. Give me a good one. One more.
Oh, one more headline?
Yeah.
You're looking. Give me one
A
second.
good call to action
Oh, are we doing a call to action here? Not an ad
in
copy.
the headline. In the headline, just give
In
me
the
a nice
headline.
call to action.
Okay. I'm going down the path of downloading this guide. 1 second here. Download. Okay, here.
Yep.
Download the only real estate guide you need if you're between the ages of 28 and 32.
Let's keep it a little shorter than that. That's good. See, when it's a long tail description, again, we want to be nice and short with our headlines.
Perfect.
In the description, we can get long tail.
Download the only real estate guide you need now. Can you say now?
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Boom. Our descriptions will just grab. Again, it's important to have a great description, a well-written description, but majority of people don't necessarily read it. So you can have something like that. Download your guide now. Do they give you multiples? And we'll do sign up. So again, it's not a sign up because it's more of a download. So let's be specific. Let's be clear in our objective. We want them to download something. So let's pick that. Okay. This is the form, right? So this is how you create that lead list, that lead form, that the first name, last name, email address, phone number. This is where you create that part. So when they click on that download, it'll automatically bring up this form. So let's create a new form. And we'll call this form Homebuyers Guide. Guide lead form. Okay, so again, we want higher intent or we want more volume. The difference between the two, higher intent, pretty much Meta goes by the activity that somebody else, the user, right? So I'm a user, I usually click on marketing ads, right? So if you're a person that clicks on a lot of real estate ads, this is going to be a great ad for you because it'll be one of the top ads that Meta will drive to that audience, right? So you want more volume, you want to cast a wider net. The higher intent is good, but it's more, you have to add more steps to the higher intent. It's more of a gatekeeper. So you can add a step in before they actually fill out that form. Again, that's adding friction. I like to my ads run better when there's less friction. Just have them sign up, download the guide, and call it a spade, right? So let's go more volume. The intro will add a background invitation. We'll just do this image here as a background image. Pick any background image you want, something specific to what you're running. And then our headline will do download our free guide here. Download, register below to download, register below to download your free guide. Okay. And we can, put maybe a little bit of a blurb in here, what you can expect in the home buyers guide. But maybe what we can do is just copy this text here, just for text purposes. Okay. And that's initially what they'll see the first time they click on the download button when they see that ad. All right. The questions we're going to ask them is, we want their first name and we want their last name. Full name automatically populates, but we want them separated because once we do have leads coming in, it'll be in a spreadsheet, a CSV file. That way we can take that file and upload it into our database, right? Whether you're using Follow Up Boss, HubSpot, KV Core, it doesn't matter. But we want those fields separated. So we're going to edit these in custom fields here. So we're going to get rid of full name. I'm going to add a category. We want a phone number. So you want that. Email, phone number, first name, user information, first name, and we'll add last name. I just want to reorganize those. First name, last name, email address, phone number. Okay. And then privacy policy. You're going to need this. If you have a website, your website should have a privacy policy, especially if you're storing data.
Sorry to interrupt. Quick question. Are those 4 boxes, are those all required? Like if, let's say, they just put in name and email address, will it still?
They're all required automatically. They're all required, okay. Right? Yeah, exactly. So especially if somebody's like first name, last name, and they want to leave out their email, well, we can't send you. Essentially, we're sending the PDF download as an email, anyways. So we need that email. Phone numbers, we can't help it, but sometimes people put the wrong phone number in. But it is what it is, right? But we want that email, and they're all required. Okay. Privacy policy, I believe Jazz has. What privacy policy can we use? I think Fitigo Academy has a privacy policy. Okay, so if you have a privacy policy, you need to add that. If you don't, you need to set one up on your website. Regardless, if you're collecting information, you need to have a privacy policy, and we'll add that here.
And guys, really, really quickly, just ask ChatGPT to provide you with a privacy policy for your business. Okay?
Absolutely. Gotta do this again. It kicked me out, so I'll do this quick. Home buyers guide, lead form, more intent, intro, image, headline, register to download free guide, register to download free guide. Take this, drop that there. Questions. First name, last name, email address, and we add a phone number. Let's rearrange. Okay, privacy policy right there. No. Don't kick me out. Perfect. Okay, link, privacy policy. All right, message to lead. Thank you. Okay, thanks. You're all set. You can visit the website here, or you can customize this. So we'll do because we're sending this PDF via email. We'll say that check your email for your PDF version of the Home Buyers Guide. Home Buyers Guide. Okay. Thank you. You're all set. Boom. And that'll be the thank you email that they see. Again, you can send them to a website. You can send them to a YouTube page. You can send them to a specific video. These are just like extra stuff that you can do at the end of the conversion. But essentially, you want to keep it super focused. Download the guide, go to your email, and then you can download it there, right? So we can visit a website, or you can view the file. You can actually upload it here specifically. But we definitely, I want them to go into, I'm going to get into the habit of them going to their email and checking it. That way they can see whether or not we're being whitelisted or in spam. They can, find our Fitigo Academy or Jazz Tac Car or wherever the email is actually coming from. You want them to go to their email and make sure that it's put into their inbox so that we're not running into spam, right? So I don't necessarily want them to download anything. I want them to go to the email to find the download, but we can send them to a website afterwards. So for this case, we'll send them to, let's do Jazz's YouTube channel. Let's do that. Let's go to YouTube, Jazz Tac Car. Okay, so we'll just send them to Jazz's website after, his YouTube channel. Okay, perfect. Required call to actions text. Watch more content here. All right, and this is our form. What am I missing here? Our message here. Sorry about that. Register to download your PDF. To download your.
Can you say free? Perfect.
Home Buyers Guide. Free Home Buyers Guide. Okay. We'll create our form. All right. So essentially, this is our ad.
Okay, so hang on, Steven. Can you just slow down here for a second? So you had like 17 things that popped up. That is how I just want to show everyone. Like when you said, here's our ad, this thing on the right here, the feeds. You see where it says feeds to the far right? Can you just show everybody that? So just so
Here are the
Awesome.
feeds.
Just so everybody understands, that's how it's going to show up, right? It's going to show up in Facebook, the feed when you scroll. It's also going to show up in the Instagram feed when you scroll. It's also going to show up in Instagram stories
And reels. Yep.
and reels and Facebook. So I have a funny feeling if you're in the downtown, if you're 15 miles away from the downtown core, you're going to see this ad.
You all should see this ad in the next 24 hours, actually. You guys are all in the city, right? So,
okay. And just so if there's anyone thinking, well, Jazz, I'm also in Toronto. Am I going to run the same ad? Yes.
Yeah. Change the color, change the background, right?
Yeah. And
however, or shoot a video. The best thing, again,
that's even better.
The image is cool, but if you can, use one of the home buyers guide and maybe, take a point out of here and then make a quick video to it and say, if you guys want more, download, click the download button, fill out your information, you get the PDF in your email. Something along those lines. Is video is king when it comes to ads, especially because you're driving a message. The image works, but videos are always better. In my opinion, they always work better. So if you can shoot a video, speaking to the home buyer's guide, encouraging them to download the guide, that would work better than just putting up an image. But for this sake, we'll just do the image for now.
And if you have go ahead, Steve. You go.
Well, I was going to wrap it up. So tracking is again, it's just high level, more advanced. But if you have a website and you drive traffic to your website, you send out email campaigns and you have blogs and stuff. If you have people coming to your website, actual traffic, then it's good to set up a pixel, and I can show you guys how to do that as well. That way it tracks, the activity on your website and retargets this ad to majority of the people that at some point has landed on a Jazz's website or his Instagram account or his YouTube, anything that's tracked by this pixel. This is perfect, right? Offline metrics. You can keep this on or off. It doesn't necessarily matter, but website events is crucial, especially if you have a website and you're driving traffic to it. You're losing all that data if you don't have a pixel on it. So make sure your tracking is on there. URL parameters, we don't necessarily need to set all these up, just for the simple basic setting. And then we hit publish, right? So what happens is 24 hours, your ad should, less than 24 hours anyways, your ad should go live. But within those next 24 hours, Facebook is going to do its thing in terms of trying to figure out which one of the 5 headlines are the best. I want to add more descriptions, but we'll use the one for now. Also, who is a best, potential client to actually click on this ad and fill out the form and download it, right? So Meta knows our habits, fortunately or unfortunately, however you view it, but it helps us marketers, especially when everybody's on Facebook, everybody's on Instagram, right? So using that data to figure out who the best person is that can actually convert, this is what it's here for, right? So running ads is crucial. So apart from that, the ads is going to be processing. We'll see in the next maybe hour or two, because we've ran ads with Facebook a bunch of times. It doesn't take too long to actually approve. But if it's your first time, they definitely will take a little bit longer. I don't necessarily know how, but a few hours for sure. But once it is approved, it's going to start to, run around Facebook for a bit. And then once you start to see leads come in, you'll see that in the results section. So most people ask, okay, well, when the leads come in, if they're not attached to your CRM, where are they stored? Where are they stored? Where can I see them? And essentially you'll see, let's go to, here, I'll pull up a old ad here. We'll do maximum. What was a good one? Facebook leads. This is a good one. Our newsletter content guide. We'll do real estate marathon that we did a few months back. So if you click on this ad, we got about 142 leads, right? So you'll see those leads in a CSV Excel doc, right? So you can click on this here and we can download our leads, right? And it'll export all 42, first name, last name, email address, phone number. We can then take this and import it into our Follow Up Boss, our KV Core, our HubSpot, whatever you're using, right?
What was my CPM on that?
Cost per click, we're under $4, a little over $3.49.
There you go, guys.
$3.40. Right.
So for $3.40 back in September. Is that right?
Yeah.
Stephen?
Yep, September 20th, 63 days ago.
Okay, so it cost me how much in total did I spend? Just give me that number. It's not $80 or something else I
No,
spent.
no. I'll go back here.
Sorry.
We spent about 500.
Spent $500. I got 145 leads.
All right.
Okay. And so people are also going to really like, they're going to try to sell you on things like I'm going to get you 25,000 impressions. If you go back to that same real estate marathon, I don't care about the impressions.
Nobody does. Right. It's fake. To me, it's not fake numbers, but it's fake numbers, right?
Yeah,
who
like,
cares?
who cares?
We're worried about conversions, right?
And so I care about the 145. I also want to look at, okay, am I keeping this under 10, $9 per lead? You can imagine.
Right.
I mean, look, to spend $500 and get 145 leads, I mean, it's not a matter of should I do it? It's a matter of how many times can I do it? Because
Right.
145 leads, I'm looking into closing at least one deal. Right.
Right. And then based off of this specific, again, the cost per lead might be a little higher because Facebook charges you based off of the impressions as well as the clicks. Some people may click but not follow through with the actual conversion, i.e. actually filling out the first name, last name, email address, phone number. So you want to be mindful of that, right? So if you're finding that an image is not working, shoot a video, add that under the same ad set. So you can have, again, we can have Toronto, Calgary, British Columbia. We can have a bunch of them here. And then within those, we can have our different ads. We can have an image ad and a video ad, right? In each subset, right? So in this ad set, I would definitely have Jazz shoot a video right now and add another ad, which is the video version of same copy, just the messaging, the actual media is different, right? And we can kind of compare the two, same $20 a day, no end time. That way we can kind of see which ones are actually converting, and then the ones that are spending money but not converting, turn them off, right? And then keep the ones that are actually working for you, and maybe double down and add some more money towards that as well, right? So that there's a bit of strategy, definitely when you're running ads.
Marella has a quick question. You have to send the actual document once you get the leads. No, that happens automatically. Once they put in their information, Marella, and they register, where you saw Steven say register to download your free guide. Once they put that information in, they automatically download the PDF. Automatically gets downloaded for them. Correct me if I'm wrong, Steven.
Well, there's a step to that, right? So again, you have to tie this into some sort of email processing, right? So if it's a MailChimp, and there's a third-party app called Zapier where you can automate this process, where a lead comes in, they enter your CRM, your HubSpot, your Follow Up Boss. Follow Up Boss will then send out that email for you, right? Okay. So to tie those two things together, you need a third-party app. Right now, the only thing that's set up for you is the fact that your leads are housed in Meta. And again, you can see that here. When you click here, it's saved in Meta, so they're not lost. But if you want the automation side to happen, the email to go out automatically, right now you'd manually have to do that. But if you want it done automatically, you'd have to tie your Meta accounts, your Facebook campaign account with your CRM or whatever is sending out emails for you, i.e. MailChimp, HubSpot, Follow Up Boss, XYZ. You got to tie those two things together. So when a lead comes into Facebook, through Facebook into your CRM sends that email out, right? So just tie those two things together. You need a third-party app called Zapier. And I can show you guys how to do that, but for the sake of time, we won't today.
And if you want to manually send them out, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Once you get 300, 400, 500 leads, that's going to be a little tough. Reach out to us. We can probably send over a video, even a quick video on how to do Zapier. On top of that, when you are doing it manually for the first 100, I want you to call everybody that you send that email to. So Marella, based on your question, you send out that email and then you call everyone and say, hey, Dion, I just want to make sure that you got the guide. Awesome. Did you get a chance to take a look at it? No, not yet. Okay, good. Look, I'm glad that I got you on the phone. This is what's going to be covered in the guide. In the meantime, is it okay if I just follow up with you in the next couple of days just to make sure that it was even valuable? Yeah. When's usually good for you? During the days or the afternoons? Afternoon. How's Wednesday at 3:00? Yeah, good. Awesome. Wednesday at 3:00. Hi, Dion. Just want to see if you got a chance to take a look at the guide. Where's your headspace at? And then that's how we open that up. Any
Right.
other questions, guys and gals? Start throwing them in the Q&A, or if you want, just come on camera, unmute yourself, and start asking questions.
Question. In doing it as a reel, just let's say grabbing Canva and using some generic photo in the back, would that be better, or the text would be?
As more of a video.
Yeah, in terms of the engagement.
Yeah, you can do a slideshow, more of like a presentation kind of thing. But again, if you can do that, but if you're afraid of getting in front of the camera, I'll tell you to get over it and jump on camera, say exactly what you're saying or what you would type out, say it in a video quick. It doesn't have to be super high definition, edited or whatnot.
Yeah.
Sometimes the most basic ones, the ones that work best for us, are literally the ones I shoot with Tyler on the phone. I shoot it, I add, a couple of texts, some captions and whatnot. So if you're, in the toilet, you can just watch it or whatnot. But if you don't have the audio on, those ones work the best. So pick up the camera, just shoot the video quick, and then throw it up. It works. Trust me, it works.
Here's your script. If you're someone who's thinking about buying a property in blank, make sure to download this guide before you get started. Guess what? It's free. There's no cost for it. Just put in your information. Boom. Download this guide now.
That's it. Under 15 seconds, quick and easy. And then have that run for 30 days. Just, again, do both, right? Do the video and then do the image. And then I guarantee you we can do this call in 2 weeks. Tell me which one worked best. Right. And again, if you need help, reach out. We're in the chat, so you can message me privately on the side. I'm in the Fitigu Academy as well. Just look for Steve. If you guys need help with any of this, let me know.